What's up everybody, it's Owen here from Devil's Watches with part 2 of our Independent Talk series. So if you want to see some $1 million watches, stay tuned. Now roll the intro. Okay, in today's episode of Independent Talks, we're going to talk about one of the most blinged out watches. When you think of hip hop artists, you think of big watches with diamonds, the first name that comes to your mind is Jacob & Co. So we're quickly going to go through who is Jacob & Co, who started the company, what was their progression into watches, and then I'm going to talk about my 3 favourite watches that will just blow your mind. So first up, who started the company? The main founder is Arabo Jacob. He graduated from a jewellery design course in the early 80s in New York. He then moved on to open a small booth in the New York City's Diamond District, where he began designing jewellery for labels and private clients. And then a few years later, he opened his own company and he started trading and designing jewellery under the name of Jacob & Co. This was going well until someone came in called Faith Evans, one of the most famous women in hip hop, and obviously at the time her husband was the notorious B.I.G. So when he came in and saw what he was doing with the watches, it blew his mind, and then like everything, it's all about spreading the word, and he led on. And now this is one of the main reasons why a lot of Jacob & Co watches are worn by the likes of these big R&B hip hop stars, and it just describes R&B. It's over the top, blinged out madness. So it was from then that he kind of decided to lead more into watches, and in 2002 Arabo began designing watches that soon became the symbol of success and high-end horology matched with over the top bling. So the first watch we're going to talk about is The Mystery by Jacob & Co. I'll put a picture up here, and the minute you see it, you just think, wow. So to me, The Mystery by Jacob & Co. is a great example of what the company stands for and how they show the different level of expertise they've acquired. At the centre of the watch, you can see is 2 triple axle tourbillons that are linked to create a beautiful dial, and in my opinion outshines the countless ring of diamonds that surround the tourbillon. So most people would look at this watch and they'd see the dial and the first thing they think of is diamonds, but for me the double tourbillon in the middle just catches your eye and just drags you in. So it shows how Jacob & Co really are focused on high-end horology at the heart, and then they just bling everything out around it. So it kind of shows that they are interested in the high-end horology with the double triple axis tourbillon, but then also shows what they're known for, the diamonds wrapping around it. So now that we're talking about the diamonds, let's talk about the things that sparkle. So in total there are nearly 560 diamonds weighing over 33 carats decorating this timepiece, and the diamonds aren't even the only precious stones. So as you can see on the outer ring, they have the rubies, so 12 rubies to mark every hour, and then you can see on the inner circle of diamonds they have the sapphires, which is your hour, which is the shorter one, and then your minute, which is the one on the further ring out. So it's just crazy the amount of money that has gone into this in just materials, never mind putting it together or the watchmaker or anything like that. Just the materials itself is crazy amount of money. So now you're all probably thinking, how much does it cost to have all this? So with the case being 18 karat white gold, the diamonds, the rubies, the sapphires, what do you think will set you back? I can tell you now that this watch is worth $1.3 million. $1.3 million. So it just shows that the cost of even the raw materials, and they had to put on that the expertise, it's out of this world. And that's why Jacob & Co is one of these watches that just shows money is no object. I wear what I like, and this is a perfect example of it. So now let's move on to our next watch. Next up we have the Imperial Dragon. Put a picture up here, and like every Jacob & Co watch, it just blows you away. So when most people think of Jacob & Co, there's kind of 2 images that come to head. Either first you have like our first watch, which is just blinged out diamonds, or secondly you have a sapphire case. And I think Jacob & Co do a sapphire case like no other brand can or do. It just means that when you're putting your watch and your movement and everything into a sapphire case, it means that everything is seen. There's no way to hide bad craftsmanship or get away with shortcuts. It just means that everything you are putting into that watch is on display, and you have to be at the top of your game. So the main thing about this watch, and which gives it its name of the Imperial Dragon, is the dragon that wraps its way around the components of the watch, which is just done perfectly. The dragon itself is made out of 14 karat rose gold. It's hand painted. It took nearly 3 months just to make the dragon itself, between casting, painting, polishing. So it just shows the level of expertise that just goes into certain components of the watch. The watch itself also has a double axis tourbillon, which is high-end horology once again. And also another two great features that you can see in the watch is the hand painted globe, which the dragon has its claw on, and then also the diamond, which has, I think it's 288 facet cuts. And it just goes back to the history of Jacob & Co. and what they're about with the whole diamonds. So I just want to give a little background on what the Imperial Dragon stands for. So in Chinese culture, the dragon itself is reserved for the empires and nobility, and it's one of the main reasons why a lot of the nobility are known as sons of dragons. But we all know who the mother of dragons is and what a woman she is. But for many empires, the dragon is also seen holding a pearl, and Jacob & Co. didn't miss this. As you can see in the claws, they have the pearl in one hand and then the globe in the other, well, hand, claw, in the other claw. And for me, in my opinion, this is a great example of it's kind of showing that the dragon has the wisdom with the pearl and then over the world with the globe. So it's kind of showing that the dragon has wisdom over the world, which I think is a nice little touch in the watch, and it's a pretty cool concept to think about. So for me, this watch is just, it's aimed at a certain market. It's not aimed for an Irish guy living in a little country village. It's aimed for the rich Chinese. And obviously, when I say rich Chinese, you want to know how much this watch is. Well, I'll put a picture up here of what I found on Chrono24, and it'll give you a good laugh. You can get this watch for just over 1.85 million, but wait, the postage is only $22 to Ireland. So imagine paying 1.85 million for a watch and then paying only $22 for postage. So you can save on the postage, but I would never put that watch in the post. Now let's move on to our next watch, watch number 3. And the third and final watch, yes, you guessed it, it is the Billionaire Watch. When you name a watch the Billionaire Watch, you know you're not playing games. It was first released in 2015 at Baselworld, and it just blew everyone's mind. It has 260 carats of emerald cut diamonds. It's an 18 carat white gold bracelet and case, and one of the largest stones on the watch weighs in at 3 carats. So if any of you are looking to get married, if you can get your fiance a ring with a 3 carat diamond, you made it. So for anyone that's interested in the movement itself, it's an in-house movement. It's a skeletonized JCAM 09 caliper. It's equipped with a tourbillon escapement and has a power reserve of about 72 hours. So who buys a watch like this? I'll give you one guess. If you follow any Instagram accounts of the Watch Spotter or any of these accounts that just show famous people wearing watches, you've seen this watch 1,000 times. The only one man in the world who would actually buy this watch, and it is your boy Floyd Mayweather. He's the king of bling, he's the king of over the top, the money team. It's all about show, and he is the man. And he forked out $18 million for the honor to wear this watch. And I know everyone has the debate, especially in the watch community, of when you have an expensive watch or a vintage watch, do you wear it, do you not wear it, do you only wear it on special occasions, do you put it in a drawer to never be seen again? In fairness to Floyd Mayweather, I have to give him credit. He wears this watch. You might see him at the UFC, courtside at basketball, or even watching some boxing. He always has this watch on, and it makes sense. If someone's going to spend that much time and that much money making something beautiful, there's no point in being stuck in a safe in some bank in wherever country or city you live in. So it just shows the amount of money they will put into these watches, and obviously there's people that will buy them because they wouldn't be making these watches if people weren't spending that money. But for me, Jacob & Co. is just a brand that symbolizes bling, style, but is backed with high-end horology. So that's the episode 2 of Independent Talk. So if you have any other brands that you'd like to discuss, or you'd like me to discuss and do the research so you don't have to, please comment below. If not, go back and watch episode 1, and please let me know what you think. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that episode. You can please check out episode 1 again if you haven't checked out this. But before you do that, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, so we're on 60 now, so we're 60% there. So please do that for me, and share and like it, and comment your friends in below. It's all about building the channel and the community, and I'm just trying to educate as much people as I can. So thank you for your support, and I really appreciate it.